Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and have had a good week. So today I've created this look. It is a grunge glam, black smoky eye glam that can be worn to date nights, to out with the girls, festivals. It's super durable and long lasting, and it literally goes with any outfit and any look. If you like the look of this, if you'd like to see how I've done it, then please keep watching. Okay, so we're going to start with eyes. I'm going to take my Shape Tape by Tarte, and this is the shade Medium 35N, and I'm just taking a flat brush. This is the Molly O'Brien jimbob brush, just to carve out my brow. Create a really nice defined brow. Pat this product into your eye just to minimise any creases and to ensure you get a really full coverage base, because as we're going to be using blacks and browns, we want it to be a really solid base before we apply our colour. So I'm going to go in with some NYX Born to Glow brown concealer, and that's the shade Mahogany. I'm going to be working this where I'm going to be placing the brown eyeshadow, and this just acts as a base before the eyeshadow is applied, and it really holds the colour on. You don't have to put as much eyeshadow, you'll find. If you use a cream coloured base, the colour you're going to be using is going to intensify that colour even more. So now I'm going to go in with my Clientelle palettes by Giorgio Armani. You can actually get this in Superdrug now, which is super convenient. I'm going to take a Buff and Blend brush in B22, and I'm going to take the Dirty Tan colour and the colour Sandy in that palette, and I'm just going to set over that brown colour that we've used. I will go over and intensify the brown later, but I'm going to work with black cream now. So I'm going to be using the Louise cream base. I'm just going to apply this with a Zoeva 142. Now I'm going to work this mostly on my lid. I'm not going to bring it up too high. And the trick with working with black is don't go too high. Always go low first. And then when you blend it out, it's always going to go higher anyway. This is a Peaches and Cream PC22 brush, and I'm going to use the same black colour that's in the palette. I'm just going to set this colour on top. Going in with that first brush, and I'm just going to buff out the edges, because we don't want any harsh lines between that brown and that black. So now I'm just going to go in and intensify that brown colour. So I'm going to use the Powder and Pout brush. It's a P325, so it's really just a small bullet shade brush. I'm going in with the shade Dirty Tan. Go half on the black and half on the brown to create a perfect blend. Okay, I'm just going to use a little bit more black. You just need to judge it really. I'm going slightly above my crease line because I've got quite small hooded eyes. I just want to make it appear that I have a bigger eyelid that I actually don't have. So because you're using an all over colour as well, you can sort of get away with it. Okay, so the lashes I'm using today are the Style 56 by Love Your Mother lashes. I love these lashes. They were kindly sent to me. Already got one on my eye, but I used this in my last, well, one of my last looks on my Instagram was the blue. I love them. They're really like wispy at the ends, which I love. I love a wispy lash. If you know me, you know I love a wispy lash. And they're still quite full and they go out at the end, so they elongate your eye and really open up your arches. You can see the difference. I'm just cleaning up any black or fallout that has come underneath. So I'm using the same brush, the same concealer, Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm just going to be prepping underneath the eye, exactly what I did above. Now that's set in place, I'm going to go in and use a brown shadow brush, and I'm going to use the brush by Peaches and Cream PC11. And I'm going to go in with the Dirty Tan colour. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to bring it right up to the lash line, I'm just going to bring it slightly below. Like that, and then I'm going to go in with a PC14 brush by Peaches and Cream. And then I'm going to go in with that same Just Black shade. And this I'm going to be bringing right up into the lash line and keeping that quite tight to the lash line. Go back in with that first brush and then just blur them lines together. So it's not too much of a stop and start. And then I'm going to just put on some mascara. This is the Maybelline Most Wanted Lashes mascara. Right, now for brows I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown. Start by brushing your hair upwards so you can see where any gaps are that you need to fill in. I find this is the easiest way to fill in my brows. So with the pencil I'm just going to be filling in any lines and mimicking hair strokes. So now I'm just going to go into skin, and I'm using the same Shape Tape concealer to conceal any areas that need eliminating. If they were too red, then I would use a green concealer to counteract that redness. So I'm going to use the Giorgio Armani Illuminous Silk Foundation. I love this one of my favourites. It also photographs so nicely. Now I'm using the shade 7.5 and 8.25, and I'm just mixing these two colours together and patting it onto my face using Molly O'Brien B MO3 brush. Now that is a little bit dark, so I'm just going to go in with the lighter shade, which was the 7.5, yeah, and just mix it on the back of your hand until you think you found the right colour. I usually go in between two colours. My face actually never tans, as well as the rest of my body. Which is really annoying. I think I get that from my dad. He goes really freckly, like I have freckles on my face or my nose when I go into the sun. So I'm just going to buff this into the skin with that brush. It's quite a dense brush, so it will give you quite a full coverage. Now I'm going to use the Nars Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard to highlight just the inner corners of my eyes, just to really brighten them up. Now I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender. So I don't know if I mentioned, I probably didn't, I did prep my skin beforehand, and I just use my regular everyday moisturiser. I will tag it below. It's a really super hydrating moisturiser, and I don't tend to have big open pores as such, so I don't really need to put a primer on. I find that a moisturiser does it for me. Or if you feel like you need to prime your skin with a primer because of open pores, or you feel like you need to try and resurface it a little bit, then I would use the Baby Skin by Maybelline. Was it Room? I can't remember, I'll put it below. And or the Pore Filler by Benefit. They're two really good primers. To go in and conceal and highlight the rest of my face, I'm using the Maybelline Instant Anti-Rays in the shade Light. It's into my chin, forehead, cream contour. I'm going to use the Born This Way by Too Faced concealer. This shade is Mocha. The PC25 brush by Peaches and Cream. Just really lightly pat this in. Okay, for nose contour, the brush I'm going to be using is a PC23 brush. I'm just going to really lightly blend this up into my brow. If you need to use a sponge to blend it in a little bit more, then you can. For powder, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury. Love this powder. This is in the shade Fair, and this is brand new. It's the shade 1. The brush I'm using is a PC27 brush, and I'm just going to... I don't like the smell of fresh makeup. Just pat your brush in. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think it's because I haven't had anything to eat today. Right, scrap that brush. A Real Techniques brush. Setting brush, great. Just what I was looking for. Right underneath the eye. Make sure you tap it, tap, tap, tap. Tap it in, don't be too heavy-handed, Jen, because I am. So I'm just setting in any of the areas where I put my concealer. Bronzer, Give Me Sun. This is my all-time fave bronzer. I'm going to use a PC, I think that's a 15, I can't read it. PC 15. I'm going to buff this into my darker cream contour now. If you do this, it sucks in your cheekbones for you, making it easier to see where you should be placing it. If that makes any sense at all. Oh, can't do it. Okay, I'm going to keep everything matte. I've just decided to use a MAC bronzer. It's called Gingerly. Apply this on the apples of my cheeks and work it back into your bronzer. I like to bring it across the bridge of my nose. I'm going to take the dull light. Yeah, I'm going to take the dull light in Shine Bright. I'm using a PC07 brush. It's just like a bullet brush. I'm going to just put this in this corner. I said I'd go for all matte, but I just can't help myself, can I? I'm so tempted to put this on the tip of my nose. No, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to put it underneath my brow bone. And I promise that is it. That is it. Hello, don't be alarmed. I'm doing lips. Pencil, and it's in the shade Spice. I know. One of my favourite lip liners is this. It's definitely a classic. Most girls will know about this colour. I'm going to stop talking, just do my line. Okay, lipstick. I'm going to use the Doll Beauty in the shade Dolled Out. Go back in with your liner and then just go over the line and blur out the edges. And then with a clean finger, just tap and merge those two colours together. Okay, and for gloss, I'm going to use the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeleine. And this is the finished look. Hope you all enjoyed it. Easily wear this out on a night out. I have this request a lot from my clients, so it is a long-lasting, durable glam makeup for a night out or just to sit in like what I'm doing. So if you liked the tutorial today, then please subscribe down below. Thanks so much.